6 o'clock right now, and we continue to follow breaking news. I want you to look at your screen right now. A massive fire is roaring right now in Fort Myers. Take a look at this. This is on Medicus Lane. This is between Metro Parkway and US 41, just north of Crystal Drive. You know, Crystal's a big major thoroughway. It's only 2 lanes, but it's right there between 41 and Plantation. This is just north of Crystal, and you can see it is blazing right now.
We're getting you right to the action as crews work to tame the flames. NBC2's Alex Howard has been all over this investigation since those flames broke out. So, Alex, you've been there talking to people on scene. What are they telling you?
Well, they're telling me the building that's still on fire behind me right now is the Cable Corp of America. It's a wiring company. And when we first arrived, there were just flames pouring out of every door and window in this building. And that you could still see that yellow reddish glow coming from the far side of this building. And as you can see, this fire is not 100% under control just yet. And fire crews, every time they're dousing one part of it, you'll see flames coming out from another side. And if you'll look at that right now, just towards the back, you're still seeing large flames just pouring out of this building, despite the fact that they're continuing to douse it with water. And it's really incredible. Now, that thick black smoke that we've been seeing, coming out of this building has just been billowing out for quite some time. And this isn't far from residential neighborhoods either. There are people who live in the villas just nearby here. So this fire still, firefighters are working to get it under control. We've seen that they have sprayed the inside. At first they had to stand back. They couldn't get very close. Now they're starting to work their way towards the interior of the building. But again, they still do not have this fire 100% under control, and we're still watching as they're going to battle this blaze throughout the morning. But fortunately, it's not nearly as bad as it once was. But again, those flames still here. So we'll keep you updated on the condition of the fire throughout the hour as they're going to keep at it here. Reporting live in Fort Myers, Alex Howard, NBC2.
Breaking news tonight, a devastating story out of Charlotte County where a deputy has been killed in the line of duty in Port Charlotte. Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Promell is expected to give a news conference at any moment. We will bring you that live when it happens during this newscast. Thank you for watching NBC2. I'm Peter Bush.
And I'm Zuri Hoffman. Right now, there are 2 big scenes. We have live team coverage at both. One along US 41 at the Chevron across the street from Sunseeker Resort. That's where the deputy was killed. The second scene is around Kings Highway and I-75, where witnesses say they saw the suspect being detained in that area.
NBC2's Alex Howard is live and local at that Kings Highway location in Port Charlotte. Alex.
Yeah, Peter, Zuri, I just want to step out of the way right now and show you what we're looking at here. This is that location, that Popeyes. And if you look into the distance at the back of this parking lot here, you can see that pickup truck with its passenger door open. The passenger side window is completely shattered. Now, I've been out here for the past few hours now, and I've seen several different agencies working this scene, including FHP, Northport PD, of course, the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office taking the lead on this ongoing investigation. And then we even saw agents from ATF here a little bit earlier. Now, as I was mentioning before, this entire restaurant has been taped off. I did manage to get a chance to speak with an employee of Popeyes shortly after the scene here. They told me that the chase involving that suspect ended in this parking lot. Now, there's still a lot of details that need to be worked out as far as what happened here, but as you can see, this is still blocked off, and this is still an active investigation, and right now, it looks like it's going to be that way for the foreseeable future. Reporting from Charlotte County, Alex Howard, NBC2.
I'm going to go check out and see what happened in Key West.
Yeah, Key West didn't... Certainly took a major hit from Ian.
Yeah, and as the storm, of course, is moving to Southwest Florida and we're getting updates, some of them not what we want to hear.
Right.
We're starting to see some of the destruction that Hurricane Ian left behind. And as mentioned just a moment ago, the Keys were no exception.
Yeah, Alex Howard is down there for us now. Alex, you've been down there since yesterday afternoon. So what does it look like now at 6:47 in the morning?
Well, what's interesting is yesterday at around 11:30 last night, it was high tide and the storm surge was significant. This whole parking lot was under about 2 feet of water, as was the road. That water has since receded. We've still got pockets of flooding, but right now we're just seeing the aftermath of that. Lots of debris, and I want to show you this right now. We've got downed power lines right here outside our hotel room. This is in Key West, and as you can see, winds have really done their toll on this island. Right now, we just checked, they're at about 30 miles per hour, but late last night we were seeing them much, much stronger, upwards of 50 miles per hour and even stronger in certain gusts. But we're about to drive around Key West. We're going to take a look at some various spots and see what the damage was. We've seen, again, downed trees, power lines, but surprisingly, we haven't lost power. We've seen street lights go out, but for the most part, people in the hotel here, fairly comfortable, did not lose power. We saw a lot of locals actually staying here to get out of their own homes in the event that we did see some catastrophic flooding. But fortunately, it doesn't seem to be a total disaster, but again, we are seeing lots of debris, a lot of down power lines. There's definitely going to be some damage that crews are going to have to clean up once things calm down a little bit here. But we're going to toss to break now. Thanks for watching, and later on, we're going to go around Key West, and we're going to show you a little bit more about what downtown's looking like. Reporting live, Alex Howard.
So we continue to watch this storm as it's moving closer to southwest Florida, but we're also looking at where it's been. We're tracking the destruction that the Hurricane Ian, is leaving behind. In the Keys right now, they are dealing with flooding. They've been dealing with wind and major weather events there.
Yeah, they've also had that fire that firefighters were working to put out a little earlier on. Alex Howard is in Key West right now. With that, what's left after that fire behind you, Alex, what's going on right now?
Well, it's been going on for several hours, and that wind, as you mentioned, has only made firefighters' job that much worse. We've seen flames pretty consistently over the course of the past 2 hours that we've been here. We talked to a number of people who lived in this. Part of it is apartment complexes, and part of it are storefronts. But as you can see here, it's pretty much just absolutely destroyed. We saw the roof caved in, just a few minutes ago. And it's still not out. The wind has just fueled this fire over time as firefighters have just kept a steady barrage of water on it. And it just will not go out. In fact, if you look on the left here, you'll still see the occasional flame popping up. Now, we managed to talk to a couple of people who live here or live nearby here, and they're just all staring in disbelief. I mean, a lot of people can't really imagine what's been going on here. Overnight, we saw some pretty significant storm surge, high tide at 11:30, and that left about 2 feet of water on a lot of major roadways. That's since gone down now, but we still have some very high winds that are just making taking care of this really difficult for first responders. And after this, we're going to go around Key West. We're going to try and take a look at other places that are dealing with issues caused by Hurricane Ian. But even though it's moved past Key West now, this is still a very dangerous situation, a very hazardous situation. So for right now, we're going to take it back to you, but definitely a scary situation here in Key West. Reporting live for NBC2, Alex Howard.
And our team coverage continues. The Florida Keys saw some of the first parts of Hurricane Ian. High waves, the flooding there occurred before the sun even set yesterday.
Yeah, they kind of got the first punch. Reporter Alex Howard has been in the Keys for a couple days now tracking this storm. Alex, good morning. How are things looking as we're finally starting to get into a little bit of daylight here?
Good morning. Yes, and you know what? It hasn't really been raining much this morning, and the flood waters, the storm surge that we saw late last night into the early hours of the morning has gone down. Yet still, we're seeing a lot of standing water lingering here. In fact, I'm in about shin-deep water in some residential neighborhoods here in Key West. We've seen a lot of damage as a result of this storm. We've seen downed power lines, downed trees, fires as a result of this, and entire neighborhoods flooded. you can even see cars trying to get through some of these neighborhoods as this water is still really persisting. Winds, the speed we checked a few minutes ago, they're hovering right around 30 to 35 miles per hour. But, you know, it's those winds that are really affecting emergency crews' ability to fight fires and get out and help people. At this point, you know, we're just going around the city looking for signs of the damage done by Ian as it passed by just yesterday. But, you know, for the most part, Key West, a very well-designed city for hurricanes. They know what to do here. But we talked to a lot of folks who said they stayed away from their homes overnight because they were concerned about that storm surge. But I want to show you right now, and I'm not sure if it's going to continue, but this power line right here, we've been seeing flickering. We've been seeing sparks coming from some of these transformers. A definitely dangerous situation out here in Key West, even though the storm has moved away. And we're seeing people for the first time coming outside, having a look around their neighborhood, some even rolling up their pants and walking through these waters. You know, definitely a scary situation and something, you know, people want to avoid. But, you know, for now, we're seeing a lot of damage, a lot of flooding as a result of Hurricane Ian here in Key West. Reporting live for NBC2, Alex Howard.